Hi there, have you used Zoom virtual backgrounds and experienced these problems like, where are my backgrounds? They just all disappeared after updating Zoom. Or virtual background is not working, it's just not responding. There's also a problem of so many JPEGs, so many PNGs, and so many MP4s to upload. There are hundreds of them, and who has time for that? Or, what? My backgrounds are all out of order and I have a session in like 2 minutes? Well, I've experienced these problems, and when I used OBS, that resolved my problem on these use of virtual backgrounds. There are 2 choices for OBS and Streamlabs OBS. And this is a tutorial on using OBS and then just a general overview on how to use the very basics or basic features of OBS so you can start using it with Zoom. And I will be showing you an overview, the scenes, the sources, the video capture, the chroma key if you are using a green screen, a studio mode, and starting virtual camera to connect to Zoom, which is more important, the most important, so that you can use it hand in hand with Zoom. Alright, so I want to show you an overview of OBS. I will be adding a visual support that I always use. So this one is my ICA visual support. And here I can move it around my background, and then I can make it bigger or smaller. Let me move that up so that I can show you another one. And then I can insert my core board. Again, my core board, I can move it around my background, make it smaller or make it even bigger. And I can also make them disappear. I can add another PowerPoint and then show you the animations in just a matter of clicks on the computer. So here I'm just really playing some animations, and here I want to show you that you can play sounds as well. So here you heard the sound of a cat. Now here's the sound of a cow. So there is just a quick overview. You may also add more cameras if you want to. Let me show you another camera that I will be using for chroma key in a bit. So it is okay. So there, I have another camera that I added, and then I can remove that in just one click. All right, so with OBS, these are the 2 options: the OBS Studio, which you can download from obsproject.com, or the Streamlabs, that is also OBS, and you can download that from streamlabs.com. And here, personally, I am a Streamlabs OBS user. So OBS and Streamlabs are both OBS. However, the Streamlabs has more features, and I was suggested to just use the Streamlabs because it just has more features. If I want to learn something, I just want to learn the more features that I might be able to use in the future. But for educational purposes, I can see that learning OBS from obsproject.com is enough for you to be able to present your green screen activities or activities as backgrounds. Okay, so here I will be showing you what they look like. So over here, so now you are seeing my screen. This one is the OBS from OBS Project. And then This one is the Streamlabs OBS. So if you can see, they both have scenes and sources, and here scenes and sources and some mixer. There's the mixer, and then these are additional control tools from OBS project, and the control tools for Streamlabs are all here on the side and here also at the very bottom. Okay, so let me show you the OBS, and I want to quickly show you that I made this visual so that it will help you visualize what exactly scenes are or sources are. So think of scene as your main folder. So in your main folder, you have sub files or subfolders, and those are the sources. Your sources could be your video capture device, your image, your media source, your window capture, your display capture, your text, your browser, or game capture, or display capture. These are the very basic that at least I have used at least once. But most importantly for me are the video capture device, the image, media source, window capture, and the display capture. I rarely use the adding text browser or the game capture. Alright, so I will be showing you how to do them using the OBS. So this is OBS from obsproject.com. And on top, you will see the file, edit, view, profile, scene collection, tools, and help. Below, you will see several columns. First one is scenes, second is sources, the audio mixer, scene transitions, and some of the control buttons. So let's add a scene. Here under scene column at the very bottom, you'll see a plus sign, minus, and up and down arrows. So let's click the plus sign, and let's call it scene 2 and click OK. So again, think of scene as your main folder. So we have to add files, which are the sources. At the very bottom, there is the plus sign again, the minus, settings, up and down arrows. Let's click the plus sign, and let's click a video capture device. So that means this is your camera. So I'll click on that one, and we'll call it my laptop camera, and I will click OK. Now I have to search for the device, and it is my HD webcam. Now you can see it. Now, hello. All right, there you go, and I'll just click OK, and there it is. You would know that something is selected when there is this red line around it, and you can drag the sides to be bigger or smaller. So there it is. And then quickly, I want to show you how to, if you can see, I have my green screen behind me, but you can also see my curtain and some other parts of my room. And for me to crop this area, I can click on Alt and then drag the line towards my green screen, and then release. And I'll do it on the other side again. I'll click on Alt, hold it down, and then drag the red line and until where I want it to be, and then release. And that's it. Now you're not seeing my curtain. All right, here we go. I can move that here. I can make it smaller or bigger. So let's put that there for now. Right now I only have a green screen. And then I will add an image. So again, here at the bottom of sources, I'll click plus sign and then click image. So an image, you can add a PNG, a JPEG, or a GIF. So let's say I want to add a GIF. And OK. And I will browse. I want to add a SpongeBob, and I'll click open. All right, so I added a GIF and I'll say okay. Now I want to add an image that doesn't move. So I will add a real image. I want to add my core board. Again, I'll go to plus sign, I'll go to image, and I will call it my core board. And I'll click OK. Oops. It says it is being used. I'm not sure where, but let's see. Let's try that again. Let's just call it core. And then OK, and I will be browsing, and here's my core board, and there it is, and I'll click OK. Now here's my core board. I want to let you know that in the sources, these are layers. So whatever is on top of the sources, that is what's on top of your screen. So you can see my core board is on top of my camera and my GIF. So here, my laptop is at the very bottom, and then SpongeBob's next, and then the very top is my core board, okay? And then let us add a media source. A media source, you can add MP4 or GIF. So again, there are multiple ways on adding things. With media source, let's add MP4. So here, media source, click on media source, and then let's add MP4 and click on OK and browse. So right now, do I have an MP4? Yes, I do. So here I have my MP4 and open and click OK. So there's my MP4. All right, if you can see here, it disappeared, right? Something happened because I didn't click on loop. So let's try that again. Let's delete the MP4. So highlight that MP4, select that MP4 under sources, and then click the minus sign. And you can just click yes. So now that is deleted. Let's re-add it. Let's go to media sources or media source, and then let's add MP4 again and click on OK. Let's browse on it again, and let's browse. Let's select this one, the synonyms, and then open. And here, this is very important not to forget the loop. If you don't click loop, then your video will disappear after it's done playing for one time. All right, so click OK. So there is my video, my MP4. So it'll just keep playing because we click loop, and it will not disappear on my screen. So there's the media source. Now let's add a display capture. So display capture is adding a primary monitor or a secondary monitor. All right, that is very important. Whenever I share my PowerPoint, I just have a display capture and then just share my display capture and share it as my background. Anyway, let's add the display capture. Again, on the plus sign under sources, click plus, and then go to display capture. And there it is, and it says display capture. We'll just name it that, and then click OK. So here you can see this is my laptop screen, and what I'm showing you right now is my extension of my screen using another monitor. So here I'm showing you my main screen. So here it is selected. You can select here if you have other ones. And then this is important. This asks you if you want your cursor to be captured. So that means this arrow, if you want this to be showing when you share your display, when you share your screen. And I don't mind sharing that, but if you are into green screen and you want to show some magic that we create in green screen, then you might want to not use capture cursor. All right, so for now, I will do cursor capture and click OK. So there you have it. So you can see here, I am on my main screen, and you can see my cursor because we clicked on capture cursor. Now my cursor is back down here. All right, so let's add, let me minimize this so you can see. All right, now let's add our window capture. So there's our window capture. Window capture is, you can add any program that is already open on your computer. So for example, here I have, let's see, I have PowerPoint that is open, and I want to add this to my screen. So what we're going to do is click on add and then go to window capture. So here, window capture is when you want to add just a single program. You don't want to show your entire screen on whatever is happening on your entire screen. You just want to add whatever is open. It could be one PowerPoint file or one Adobe that is open, Adobe PDF file, or one Word document that is open. This is how you share it. So with window capture, so let's say that window capture, say okay, and then let's search for that PowerPoint. So that PowerPoint is, so you'll see here, whatever is open, you can share it or put it on your screen. And that is my PowerPoint multiple targets. So there it is, and I'll click OK. So again, you can make that bigger or smaller. All right, so there it is. You can just keep adding. I'll just put it on top of my synonym or make it a little smaller so just you can see. All right, now let's add a text. So add a text. So plus sign and then go to text. So here, let's say, tutorial. So let's add that text just in case. All right, so here you can do, I'll just say tutorial, and you can see here the font, or select the font and click OK. So there it is. It appeared on my screen. All right, okay. So I can move that anywhere. I think this is very important when we give like a visual support for our students who can read. So I'll put that tutorial down there, or just put it up here. All right, so there's the text. Now the browser. If you want to show a website, so let me open a website, and here I'm going to show you. Here is my Speech Abilities website from speechabilities.com. Let's see. So if I want to show this website, what I'm going to do is I will go to sources and click on the plus sign, and then let's click on, oops, hold on, that disappeared. So plus sign and then click on browser. So here's the browser, and then click OK, a browser, and then it will ask you of the URL. So let's go to that browser and let's get the URL. So here I will just copy, Control-C the browser, and I'll move that to another screen, and this one too, so that you're not seeing that. And then I will put it down here. So I'll do Control-V and I'll click OK. So there it is. There is the browser from the internet, from my website. Next is we will be adding, let me just move some things. All right, so next let's add a game capture or a display capture. This is functional for, or there are different programs or ways for you to capture your device onto OBS. I don't have that program yet. There is a trial I am trialing right now, and I don't want to release it until I am sure that it is working. But for Mac users, I am currently using a Windows Windows computer. I'm on a Windows 10, and if you're a Mac user, then it is very easy. It's mostly like plug and play, basically, with Mac users, for you to add your iPhone or your iPad with your computer and capture that using OBS. So I cannot show you the game capture or display capture using Windows. I will be doing that on another video soon, so stay tuned for that one. So, but I want to show you where that is. So here again, plus sign, and then you go to game capture. So there it is. So if you are a gamer or you want to show your iPad or your iPhone, then, or any other phone, then this is how you share that onto your screen. So that is all the sources and scenes. Now I want to show you next. So here I want to show you next our video capture device and how to do green screen. So let me remove or delete these sources. Okay, here we go. So I want to put my laptop camera at the very top. So my laptop camera is at the very top. What I did was select it, and then I just move it at the very top of my sources. And what we're going to do next is the very exciting green screen. So we are going to add Chroma key or our green screen so that you're not really seeing my green screen, and you can add several backgrounds. All right, so what we're going to do is, so click under sources, click on the video capture device or your camera, and then right click on it. And then from right click, you will see filters. So that's one way to see where the Chroma key is. Or let's exit from that one, click on the laptop camera, and then above here, above the sources, you can see also filters. So you may click on that one and it will directly bring you to the filters. So here you have to add an effect. So let's add that one here at the very bottom. Click plus sign and you have to choose Chroma key. So let's just name it as Chroma key and OK. And here you can see my background. Let me back up a little bit. And my background has to be a little darker than this. So it all depends on your light. So you have to play with these things here. These are the similarity, smoothness. So you have to play with these things. So if I back up a little bit, because I have light on my green screen. Let's see. If I do this now, if I move it on the left side, you can now see my green screen and my curtain as well. But, oopsie. All right, let's try this one. Okay, so just play with it. And then I'll click close. All right, so there you have it. I have the green screen. All right. So now you can place it on top of any source that you have, and you can use any source as your background. It is that easy. That is the Chroma key or the green screen. All right, now another thing is let me make my camera a little bigger. All right, here I can show you the studio mode. So here on the very right side, you click on studio mode. All right, so here is the preview and here is the program. So that means this preview is, this is in edit mode. And then the program is whatever is in real time. So what you can do here, for example, I can, in the preview, I can remove or not show some of my sources. So for example, I want to remove my browser. So here under sources, I will click on the eye so that it's not showing. I'll click on several things so that you can see them all disappearing. There you go. And I want to remove SpongeBob as well. And I want to remove my MP4. All right, so here in the edit mode, you can see that they are all removed, but they are not in real time. So this is really good with transitioning your background when you're preparing to transition it to another activity. And then here, if you click the transition here at the middle, click the transition, there you go. Now I transition to real time. And then you can go to edit mode again, do whatever you want, and then add some things again, and then click the transition, and there it is again in real time. All right, so that is the studio mode. All right, now let us connect to Zoom. Let me exit out of studio mode and let me show you Zoom. All right, so here is my Zoom right now. So when you open your Zoom, and then let's have our OBS up. I just want to show you next to each other. All right, so now I have here a Zoom, and then I have here my OBS. And here on the very right side of the OBS, click on Start Virtual Camera. So I'll click on that one, and here you go. It is here. But when you're just starting, it won't be there. So you might be using something else. Let's say I'm going to use something else, so I'll use this one, and you want to connect it to OBS. You have to go to this arrow in Zoom, and then click on OBS Virtual Camera. So click on that one, and then show the video, and there it is. So whatever you have on, see even my movement, so whatever you have on your OBS will be showing on your Zoom meeting. So there you have it. It is a very long tutorial, but I hope this is very, very helpful to each and every one of you watching. And so if you have any question, feel free to message them down below. This is Mrs. Abney signing off. Till my next video. Bye.